Okay, so see if you can.
If you go over here, you can see with the sun.
See it?
All right. All right, that's it. All right, so we're gonna put new bearings in it because of that crap that's stuck in that one bearing. We're gonna put new mains in it, new head gaskets, obviously. We're gonna re-gasket it, re-clean it up, and we think that this was the culprit. We think, because there's nothing else that color. So we're gonna put a new gear on it. Talked to Joe, he said the oil issue is probably just the difference in having aluminum rods in the motor. So we're just gonna put a new gear on it, put everything back together, and send it. And we're getting a new oil pressure switch and a new oil pump just in case. All right? So it's called Better Safe Than Sorry, but now we're down for another week. All right, don't forget to like and subscribe. We got t-shirts for sale if you want to help us out. So let us know. All right, back at it again. Got the block all washed, cleaned. And wipe it all down, oil up the cylinders a little bit, keep them from rusting, and then we're good to go. All right, welcome back. One more time, three's a charm, I hope. So we're cleaning all this stuff up. The boys just got done scraping all the heads. I thought they were videoing some of this, but they didn't. But everything's all cleaned up. Got all our new parts in. Got a fuel pump, oil pump, all new bearings. King bearings, main bearings, Levite mains. So just did the clearance check with that. So we got 2000s on the mains. So I'm gonna just get ready to pull this off. I figured I'd just show you that real quick. But if you've never seen that done, basically it goes like this. So you gotta get the correct one. They make these in Seal Power makes a green, a yellow, a blue. They're all thicker. So we're going with, we needed 2000s. So you see it goes from 1 to 3. And all it is, see that little piece? Look at the size of my finger, right? See that little piece? It looks like wax. It's like a wax string. Take a little piece of that off. You lay it on the main. You put the crank in dry. Don't turn it. Lay that on there. Put a little piece across it, and it'll end up looking like that, right? Torque it down, take it all back off, and then you go back and you measure it with the paper that they give you. So you could see how that is. Let's see. So let's see if that'll focus on that. See if we can focus on that real quick. All right, so depending on how thick it is, it could go from that white to green, white to green, white to green, right? And then you just put it up against it. You would just put it up against it like that and see how thick it is. So this one came out to 2000s. I already cleaned off the little wax stuff off it. I got 2000s clearance on the main. I'm gonna pull the crank back out, straight back up. The block is all clean. I'm gonna clean it again. I'm gonna put the crank in it for good this time. Put all the bearings in it, put oil on it, torque that down, and then we're gonna start cleaning the pistons and putting the pistons in it. And then I'm gonna do a clearance check on the rods too. I'm sure they're good, but I'm just gonna check them anyway. Okay? All right. Cranks back in, 2000s clearance, 2.5 thousandths on the rods. That's what they want. So that, 75 pounds, torqued everything down. Mains are torqued, other ones are torqued, rods are torqued. Spins over nice and easy. We're good. All right, that's it for now. I gotta just go over and put the front cover on it, set it all up, put the cam back in it, set that all up, set the timing up in the front, make sure that's all good. I'll pop the heads on it. Okie dokie. Okay, getting back to it. Heads are on, rockers are on, front's all on, oil pan's on. Got the distributor, what I do with it? The distributor, the gears changed over. So I'm just gonna mount this other piece here, line up, put it back up on top that center number 1, make sure that's number 1, drop the distributor in. I have to put the intake manifold on it. She's ready to be put back in. All right. Running a little late tonight, but you know what? I think I'm gonna start putting it back in. Got it all back together. I'm gonna do what I gotta do and put it in here. This way tomorrow morning the boys will come out and help me redo everything else. Tranny and button it back up. Let's see how much I get done tonight. All right, set in place. That's the easy part. Goes right in. You basically lay it in there. It lays up against the mid plate. And then you got the 4 bolts that hold it in the front, and that's it. So, you get the lateral bars in, those supports, and keep moving along. Show you when we get closer. All right, got to make some new gaskets for the headers. They're all in, everything's on, fueled up. Gonna put spark plugs in it. Get the battery charging in the back, everything inside's all done. We are ready to rock and roll again. Let's see what happens. No, I'm not gonna see what happens. We're gonna know what happens now. It's gonna be good. 3rd time's a charm, baby. So we're rocking and rolling now.
So we're gonna do the first startup. Make sure everything's good. We'll get it warmed up. Make sure we got oil pressure.
Well, right now, all I'm gonna do is crank it over and make sure there's oil going through the thing. It's been together for a week.
But it's been like 90 plus degrees here, so.
Here it comes.
There it is.
Oh, there goes some crap. I just saw something. Oh no, it was a shadow.
Where?
No.
No. Shadow. And then afterwards, then we can. Change the glass.
Okay, here we go. We got oil, we got water, and water.
Gas.
Got fuel coming up there. That's good.
Oh, you felt it?
Yeah, I have it.
Oh.
That's that.
Yep.
And that's it.
It's cold.
Yeah. Okay, we're good.
And just cranking it over.
All right. Because there's no spark plugs in it.
There's nothing, yeah. Got the vacuum cleaners, cool it down after.
Yep. All right, put the battery back on charge for a little while, and then I'll put the spark plugs in it, and then we'll start it up.
All right.
So plugs are in. I need you. All right, don't do nothing. Just you gotta turn the key on. I was just say check the oil pressure. Turn the key on. Turn the thing on.
Turn the battery on. Start it.
We ready to go?
Yeah.
Belts are on. So from there, just crank it so I could just make sure nothing's gonna fly off.
With the ignition off?
No, with it on.
Alright. Ready?
Yeah.
Hang on, let me let this load up.
Yeah, let the whole thing load.
Okay.
Fuel's on.
Ready?
Yeah.
Alright, crank it over. Oh yeah, we got 40.
You got oil pressure, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And what about fuel?
Goes up to 40.
All right, you gotta crank it and tell me what the fuel's at, because it's not gonna start until you get like 30 or something, 40. Go ahead.
Alright, ready?
Nothing on the fuel, right?
No.
Okay. But the oil's good?
Yeah, that's up to like 40.
Okay. All right, it's gonna fire over, so ready?
Ready?
Go. Okay. I need you to watch the fuel. When you got fuel pressure, go like that, and then I'll stop. Go ahead.
Puffing and puffing.
Yeah, I know. Go ahead.
Ready?
Mm-hmm. Don't move.
I'm not touching the ignition's off.
All right, do it again.
What?
Start.
Okay. You're gonna probably have to just adjust the throttle.
No, I got that. I'm not touching that till he messes with that. I ain't touching it. Go ahead.
Alright, hang on.
Yep. I just turned like I don't know if it's this. Go ahead.
Ready?
Yeah. Yeah.
Swing it a little bit, it goes up, so.
Okay, good.
Well, that one's hot. Oh, it's 300. Yeah. That one's on
Yeah.
180.
I gotta make sure I got no vacuum line off of me.
It's better than not one going.
They're all up. They're all up. Huh?
It's all fire and it sounds good. What are the other ones?
215, 203, whatever. They're all up there.
But that one's what?
3.
Which one, the back one or what?
Still 3? No.
No, it was tight.
Nah, it's the same thing. All right. Can you keep it? Just keep it running. Go ahead. Start it up and just keep it running. I want to just look at something underneath to make sure nothing's open. Go ahead. You gotta just give it a little gas, just a hair, just to keep it running.
All right, ready?
Yeah. Gotta keep it that way.
All right, ready?
Yeah. You were keeping it running?
Yeah. Well,
He's probably gotta adjust it
too
again.
low right now.
What was it at? Like?
It wants to. It's dropping down like on like 700.
Oh no, that ain't
It's
that.
like way too low.
Okay.
That's why I said you could even just make it go up a little bit.
All right, let me turn the idle up a hair, and then we'll mess with it when we get up there. I got the gas. Just go ahead. Yeah. All right, start it back up. Go ahead. Oh, stop! What the frick happened there? Oh, God. The whole distributor's turned.
What?
The whole distributor turned. What the heck? Look at it. Watch.
Oh, I got the ignition on.
What the heck? Dude. Did the thing lock up?
Turning.
It's turning. And I know I tightened that, so it ain't like that's use. Well, that's why it, All right, so I don't know if did you see that in there? When it was
I
spinning?
think so.
All right, so the whole distributor is spinning, and I knew I tightened the lockdown. So I just checked that. That's tight, and I can't move it by hand, right? But if I crank the motor over, it wants to spin. So that means I think there's a bearing or something in there, and it probably locked up.
Which could be why.
I don't know. Maybe it was starting to seize, and that's why it tore the gear up. I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know what happened.
I don't know what happened, but it's broke now. Well, that don't come out without taking the intake off. So that's one bad thing. The intake's so low to it. So again, so gotta take it apart, take the intake off it. get new gaskets again, and then see what's the matter with the distributor. The only thing I could think of is that the gear locked up.
All right.
All right, that's it.
Next video.
All right, got the intake off. Everything looks nice and clean. I got the distributor out. It was down tight. Came right off like no problem. But let me see if I can. They went inside. So let me see if I could do this one-handed. So check this out. So here's the distributor. If I pull down, it's smooth. Remember, when it's sitting in there, it's pushing up a little bit. You hear that? It's like it's knocking. Oh, something let go in there. Oh well. That thing was spinning, like you could tell it was spinning on there. Like there was no tomorrow. Alright, well, I'm gonna get another one. Gonna order another one. See what happens. It was running perfect, and then when I gave it a little, and then it just pop, it just died. It actually unplugged this from spinning around, and it unplugged the plug. Good thing it didn't rip all the wires off it. Alright. Let's see what happens next.
Okay, so explain what we've done so far.
We found out what the problem is. I don't know if I did show it on that video, but here's the problem. So it's called, I didn't read it right. It was my fault.
It's called
So
We Don't Read Instructions.
No, I
It's
read the
been-
instructions.
No.
I read them all. All right, so between there and there, max is 4005 3996.
So we were gonna make it.
If you do the math, 440 is where it should be, right? That's the middle.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, well, I measured 4100. So this is the old one. What happens is that's 400, right? That's 4100. Now we just measured the new distributor when it came in. It was exact.
That's 4.0. So.
Yeah, 40.
Yeah.
So if you measure from here to there,
Just don't move it.
see it?
It's just a little bit.
A lot. Okay. So what happens is it was pushing down. You could see where it was rubbing against the block, which it does ride on the block, but it was pushing on it and pushing up. And hear that? It probably seized the bearing and then locked it in and then started spinning this around because it locked.
Right.
So I got the new one. Don't ask me why. They all come with the steel gear, so you got to knock the gear off.
We're gonna call management.
I
headquarters
already asked them 15 times. I'm like, why don't you make them with a melanated gear even at least?
It doesn't matter.
Because
Anybody.
the melanated gear would work with both.
Anybody
supposedly.
buying this is most likely never
Race
using
car.
a stock.
Right. So anyway, make a long story short,
But
I bought this one. We're sending back in. I'm gonna get this rebuilt because it needs a bearing supposedly. So I'm gonna
And
have
they'll
this
put
one
the gear
rebuilt.
on
I'll
and
keep that.
everything
Yeah, I'll
anyway.
have them put the gear and everything on because it might have to need a new shaft because it's already been drilled twice. So this is the new one. New one measures exactly 4. So we just made all our markings on it to line everything up the same as the other one.
so
Got all our little marks on it. That's got to line up with that, and that's got to line up with the block. So I'm putting the gear lube on it.
we just brought it up to top dead
Brought it
center.
back up to top dead center.
1-0.
Yeah, make sure that's all good. This stuff is like water. I don't know why didn't they make it a little bit thicker, but
Call it braking gear, but whatever.
braking lube.
It could be what's in it,
Okay, definitely what's in it, but
just because it's not.
okay. All that. That off. So crap in there. And that needs to line up with that. Let's see how close we can get it. It drops in. Okay, it's gonna go like that. This is gonna go like that. So we are 1 tooth off. Okay. Okay, we gotta move the oil pump. Because everything, oh, that would have been it right there, but I gotta move the oil pump.
Okay.
So I made a little tool to move the oil pump. I do it, oil pump. Yeah, I want to see it. Look, I'm turning this. Look at the oil coming up. I'm turning this. Look how much I'm turning it. Like a quarter turn. And you got oil moving. That's pretty cool. I gotta get this off it. Down. Try it again. Parts flying. Let's see. Gotta go like just right there. There we go. Come on, baby. Oh, yes. All right. So now that's all lined up, right? So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a mark on this distributor to line up with that, and then all this is lined up and we're done. The other one sat like that, but I need this to line up more than anything. So that's good.
That's where your
Yeah.
our magnet is
Right.
lined up with that.
Yep. Okay, so now we got to put a little pin mark on that, and that's it. Go get me let's see, a really sharp.
Can you see the old one?
Nope.
Yeah.
Hey, that little
That's where
sharp
the old
punch that
one
we had.
was.
Well,
Yeah.
this is to get that one, but now,
Yeah.
I mean, we could put the house as long as this is right. So now that
Sure, we
moves.
can move the.
Yeah, we can move everything else, no problem. So go get me a sharp punch, and I'll.
Line it up. All right.
That bearing's nice and loose. That's good.
Okay, buttoning up some last stuff. Plugging everything in.
That's that. That's that.
Should be good to go. When we're ready,
That's it. I gotta plug that in.
and the oil on.
That's in. This
Okay.
All right, so got all the plugs out of it. We're just gonna crank it. Make sure there's nothing in the cylinders, because when we opened up all the lines, we had methanol everywhere.
Turn the battery on.
No. So we're gonna do that, and then make sure we got pressure and fuel. Good?
Yeah.
Here. Well, I'm just cranking it to see if we got anything in the, make sure nothing spits out of the spark plug holes. Yeah, everything should be good. I got the mark on there. We're gonna just check and verify that it's at 30 degrees when that thing on. Yep, light goes on. I'm not letting it crank to death. I'm gonna get it running right away. So just once it starts up, keep it running.
Ready?
Yep.
You want me to work the throttle?
Oh, I'll get it, but then I need you to keep it running if it don't stay running.
Alright,
I got the throttle. Okay, go ahead. Go. timing's way off still, so that's got to get adjusted in the computer. It's at 33 instead of 30. Go ahead. It'll start up. Go ahead. I got the gas. Go ahead.
Yeah, oil pressure goes up.
Yeah, it's good though, right?
Yeah, fuel's good.
Okay.
So, yeah, it wings up to like 60.
Okay, so we get this off. I know that's wrong, so that definitely has to get adjusted. So we're even playing around with that. Okay.
Just let it warm
Yeah,
up.
I know. It's getting it. Go ahead.
Right?
Yeah.
You know what? No,
I know. Go
no,
ahead.
I thought you had to brake me.
No. Finally! More than third time's a charm.
Man, you're killing me back
Look, it's beautiful out. Look at the clouds.
Oh, yeah,
Can't get no better. Look at that. Can't get no better than that. Car runs good. Ryers are burning.
I can't see.
It actually ain't running that rich as you think.
Yeah.
No, I
When it goes on a dyno, it'll be though.
We're inside.
All right, and you got the fan blowing right on.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, boys. Well, and girls, and women, and children. All right, finally. So everything's back together. No hits, no runs, no errors, no leaks, no nothing. We're good. All right, put the vacuum cleaners on it. Suck all the moisture out of it real quick. We're done. Next video, you'll see us up on the dyno, hopefully.
All right.
Hopefully for the third time.
Hey, don't forget to like and subscribe. All the t-shirts are in. So we got
All different sizes
all
now.
the different sizes. I just picked them up today. Got all the t-shirts. We still got hoodies, hats, and
Jacket.
long sleeve shirts too if you want.
Yeah.
All right? See you later.